Campbell, Bowler, Doyle, Tracy, and Brisbane. For Mount Pleasant, Walford, Sartorius, Magnani, Ida, and Cohurst.
All right, here we are at the start of the second half. Score is Mount Pleasant 38, Central Lee 22. As Mount Pleasant has the ball, Cohurst inside, fakes the left, goes up right, shot is no good, Central Lee with the rebound. Looks inside and ball floats out of bounds. Mount Pleasant will take over. Sartorius kicks it left to Mulford, up top to Cohurst. Magnani with it inside, goes up strong and in. Centrally inside, goes up on the right side, no good. Magnani finds Sartorius up the floor, goes in. Shot's good. Centrally in the corner for three. No good. Hit the top of the backboard. Magnani with it for the Panthers. Finds Mulford up top in the paint on the other end and puts it in.
Assisted by George Magnani.
Mount Pleasant now leads by 22. Central Lee finds a man inside, fakes Cohurst and puts it up for two. Just under 6.5 minutes left here in the third. Sartorius with it. Magnani dishes it inside to Sartorius. Drives baseline, pulls up, puts it in. Great move there by Sartorius. Central Lee pulls up mid-range, shot's no good, rebounded by Magnani. 5.5 minutes left here in the third. Magnani drives in, Euro step and puts it in. Central Lee gets it in, but Mount Pleasant playing great tight defense. Central Lee just passes it right out of bounds there. Mount Pleasant will take over. Mount Pleasant leading Central Lee by 24 points. 5 minutes, 10 seconds left here in the third. Sartorius with it, pulls up just inside the arc, puts it in. Great shot there by Sartorius. Central Lee now with it, struggling to find a man inside. Central Lee pulls up in the paint, shot's no good off the front of the rim, and Magnani gets the rebound. Driving towards the middle, Cohurst left, puts it up, and in, and one. Will go to the line for one shot.
Foul on number 12, Evan Doyle is second. Cohurst will be shooting one.
Cohurst knocks in the free throw, capitalizes on the three-point play. Central Lee gets it in bounds. Four and a half minutes left here in the third. Stolen by Sartorius of Mount Pleasant. Drives in, lays it up, and in, nearly rolled out. That gives Sartorius 20 on the night. Sartorius almost ends up with another steal, and Central Lee drives in, floats it. A travel called on Central Lee. Mount Pleasant will take over, leading by 21 points. Excuse me, leading by 31 as Mignani pulls it for three, no good. Cohorst gets the rebound, tries to kick it off to Mignani. Will be Central Lee ball there. Central Lee can't find a man in bounds. They finally get it in. Drives inside, goes up. Shot's good. 3.5 minutes left here in the third. Mount Pleasant with the ball. Sartorius kicks it to the left corner to Mulford. Mignani inside to Sartorius, looking to make a move. Pulls up for two. Shot's no good. Central Lee with the rebound. Stolen by Cohorst and Mount Pleasant. Drives in. Puts it up. Layup's no good. We'll go to the line for two shots.
Foul number 12, Evan Dillon is third. Team foul number 2. Shooting 2 free throws, number 24. Garrett Cohorst.
Cohorst's first free throw is no good. Second free throw, drops that one. Mount Pleasant now leads Central Lee by 30. Jonathan Ida nearly ends up with a steal from Mount Pleasant. And Sartorius ends up with it as Central Lee was on the floor trying to retain the ball. Sartorius takes it in for two. Central Lee looks to drive inside and gets a foul called. Mount Pleasant will take over. Sartorius kicks it right to Idu, who drives in. Mulford gets it inside to Cohorst. Right corner for three, Brady Sartorius. Shot's good. Sartorius now with 25 points as Mount Pleasant leads Central Lee 61-26. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left here in the third quarter. Central Lee with it inside, pulls up. Shot's no good. Cohorst with the rebound. Sartorius kicks it right to Mulford for three. No good. Sartorius gets the rebound, pulls up just inside the arc. Shot's no good either, and Mount Pleasant almost ends up with another offensive board, but Central Lee gets it. Minute 45 left here in the third. Central Lee pulls up mid-range. Shot's no good. Rebounded by Cohorst. Looks to get up the floor there to Mignani, but Central Lee ends up with a steal. Central Lee fakes the three, drives in. And blocking foul called on Mignani.
Foul number 12, Jordan Mignani, his third. Team foul number 1 on the Panthers. Foul number 24, Jared Brady, his third. Team foul number 3 on the Hawks.
Foul called there on Central Lee. Mount Pleasant will take over with a minute left in the third. Cohorst inside, goes up strong. Shot's no good, but Mignani with the rebound loses it, and foul called on Central Lee. Whistle blown as the clock was still running. Sartorius gets it inbounds to Mignani in the paint, puts it up. Layup's no good. Central Lee with the rebound. Finds a man up the floor, goes in, puts it up, no good. They get their own rebound, put it up strong. Foul should have been called. They get their own rebound again, and there's the foul. 13 seconds left here in the third quarter. Central Lee now at the free throw line for 2 shots.
Mulford is second, team foul number 2. Shooting 2 free throws, number 10, Isaac Muller.
First free throw is good. As he goes 2 for 2 from the line there. Makes the score Mount Pleasant 61, Central Lee 28. Just inside 10 seconds left here in the third quarter. Sartorius with it. Makes a move right, pulls up mid-range. Shot's no good, and foul called.
Foul number 15. Samuel Herner is 4th.
Foul is called on Central Lee. Mount Pleasant will have the ball with 1 second left here in the third, and it was continuous clock, so that'll end the third. Going into the fourth, Mount Pleasant leads Central Lee 61-28. Brady Sartorius leading the way with 25 points. We'll be right back at the start of the fourth.
We'll be taking on Minneapolis with the freshman boys playing the first game at 6 o'clock. That will be followed at 7:30 with the Varsity girls playing Minneapolis. Wednesday night, Mount Pleasant will be in the gymnasium wrestling against Washington. Mount Pleasant for the first match starting at 6:30. Friday night, Mount Pleasant boys and girls will be traveling to Fairfield with the Varsity girls team starting at 6:15, followed by the boys team at 7:30. And then a week from tonight, at Mount Pleasant, both boys and girls will be traveling to Mount Vernon, where they will be taking on Mount Vernon. Girls team starting at 4 o'clock, followed by the boys game at 5:30. Mount Pleasant, Mount Vernon, a week from tonight at Mount Vernon.
All right, here we are at the start of the fourth in Mount Pleasant as the Panthers lead the Hawks 61-28. Central Lee with the ball. Central Lee drives right and charging, foul called. Great way to take a charge there by Jonathan Ida. Man just drove right inside of him. Sartorius kicks it inside to Mignani, dishes it off to Cohorst. Back out to Mulford, over to the left to the Ida. Drives in, gets fouled as he shoots. Will go to the line for 2 shots.
Foul number 12. Evan Doyle is 4th. Shooting 2 free throws. Number 20, Jonathan Ida.
First free throw is good.
Game for Central Lee, number 25, Will Tweedy. Number 20, Tyler Hawk. And number 30, Austin Gator.
As Ida goes 2 for 2 from the line there. Central Lee now with the ball. Gets it inside. Loose ball. Guys on the floor and foul called, travel on Central Lee. Mount Pleasant will take over leading 63-28. 7 minutes left here in the fourth. Cohorst dishes it in, and Mignani goes up. Layup is good. Central Lee driving up, puts it in. Mount Pleasant with the ball, now leading by 35 points, 6.5 minutes left here in the fourth. Mignani puts it up, no good. Foul called on Central Lee. Mount Pleasant will retain possession. Mount Pleasant subbing out 4 guys: Tucker Johnson, Keegan Cohorst, Rhett Zaglin, Mason Ashton, all check in for Colin Mulford, Jonathan Ida, Kieran Cohorst. And Keegan Cohorst will check in for Brady Sartorius after this free throw. Puts it in. Mount Pleasant is in the bonus 1-1. Sartorius looking to end the night with 27 points as a second free throw goes in, and he checks out. Great game by Sartorius. Keegan Cohorst checks in for him. Central Lee with it, trailing by 37. Driving inside, puts it up, no good. They get their own rebound, but foul called.
Foul number 2, Keegan Cohorst is first. Team foul number 3.
Central Lee looking to make a move inside, kicks it back out top. Dishes it inside, goes up for 2, and travel called. Mount Pleasant with it, 5.5 minutes left in the game, leading by 37. Mignani baseline, kicks it back out top to Zaglin for a wide open 3. Shots good.
3-point basket, Rhett Zaglin.
Centrally inside, looked to float it up. Loses it there. Falls on Tucker Johnson. Mount Pleasant with the rebound. Looks for another Euro step and charging foul called. Central Lee will take over.
Foul number 12, Jordan Mignani is fourth.
Jordan Mignani checks out for Sam Beatty for the Panthers. As Mount Pleasant is leading Central Lee by 40 points now. 4.5 minutes left here in the game. Nearly a travel there by Central Lee. Driving in, kicks it to the right corner. And there's the travel call. Mount Pleasant will now take over. Keegan Cohorst dishes it right to Zaglin, who drives in. Up for 2, shots good. Just under 4 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Central Lee drives in, puts it up. Shot just falls in. Mount Pleasant takes over.
Number 30, Austin Gaylor.
Tucker Johnson up top. Makes a move left, goes in. Kicks it to Ashton inside. Foul called.
Foul number 30, Austin Gaylor is second. In the game for Mount Pleasant, number 4.
Riley McQuiggan, Jacob Stuker, Jurgen both check in for Rhett Zaglin and Tucker Johnson for the Panthers, as Bashan Ashton is lined up at the free throw line for a 1-1 as they are in the bonus, leading by 40. First free throw goes out of bounds. The refs discussing whether or not it was a 1-and-1 or if Mount Pleasant was in the double bonus. He was in the 1-and-1 there, so Central Lee will take over after the first free throw. Central Lee driving in, foul called. Reaching foul called on Mason Ashton of Mount Pleasant. Just under 3 minutes left here in the game.
Team foul number 5 on the Panthers.
Central Lee gets it in at the top of the key and drives left, picks up his dribble. Great defense we're seeing by Mount Pleasant. Central Lee pulls it up for 2. Shot's no good. Rebounded by Riley McQuiggan. Cohorse now with it. 2.5 minutes left here in the game. Cohorse dishes off to Beatty inside. Gets fouled as he shoots. Sam Beatty now will go to the line for 2 shots. Score is Mount Pleasant 72. Central Lee 32. 2 minutes, 13 seconds left here in the game. First free throw no good by Beatty. As he knocks in the second, Central Lee will take over now. Central Lee inside, pulls up for 2, shots good. 2-minute mark here in the fourth quarter.
Number 15, Sam Turner for 2.
Cohorse looking around, trying to get the ball out of his hands. Beatty with it, spins right. Wide open pull-up, shot's good. Great move there by Beatty. Central Lee now with the ball, 1.5 left here in the game. Looks inside, man, goes up for 2, gets fouled as he shoots. We'll go to the line for 2 shots.
Foul number 34, Riley McQuiggan is first. Shooting 2 free throws. Number 40, Aaron Wells.
First free throw no good. As he knocks in the second, Central Lee now trails by 40 points. Mount Pleasant will take over, 1:20 seconds left here in the game. Stuker-Jurgen with it. Ashton drives right, kicks it inside to McQuiggan, pulls up. Shot's no good. Rebounded by Central Lee. Central Lee inside, spins around, puts it up, no good. Ashton with the rebound. 45 seconds left here in the game. Stuker-Jurgen barely gets it to Cohorst, drives in back out to Ashton for a wide open 3. No good. Rebounded by Sam Beatty of Mount Pleasant. Kicks it back to Ashton, who kicks it inside to McQuiggan, fouled as he shoots. We'll go to the line for 2 shots. 21 seconds left here in the game.
Foul number 30, Austin Taylor is fourth. Shooting 2 free throws. Riley McQuiggan.
First free throw no good. Second free throw off the front of the iron there. Central Lee with it, 16 seconds left here in the game. As they lose it, and Ashton ends up with a steal on the floor, fighting for it, and Stuker-Jurgen gets it. Beatty now with it, Pulls up mid-range. Shot's no good. Rebounded by McQuiggan. Tries to put it back in and no good either. Foul called.
Foul number 4, Jacob Studer is first.
Central Lee will be sent to the line for 2 shots. Excuse me, shooting a 1-and-1. First free throw, no good. 3 seconds to put up a shot, no good either. That'll be the game. Final score, Mount Pleasant 75, Central Lee 35. Here on this Sunday afternoon on the MPTV Close-Up live stream. My name is Marco Indri, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you for joining.
Press Box Grill immediately following the game this afternoon. Take your Press Box Panther Fan Club card with you and present it to one of the wait staff, and a portion of your bill will be donated back to Mount Pleasant Athletics. If you don't have your Press Box Panther Fan Club